Bienvenidos, mis amigos, a Puro Potente, where everything we talk about is potente. The past, the present, and the future. On today's show, we're gonna be taking a look at our performance, one of our Domingo Live performances off the Siempre CD, and we're going to be discussing some of the things that are going on as well, discussing our thoughts, sharing our thoughts as the Monterrey gig approaches. So get with the guys. Well, Johnny is in and out. Q, how has your week been, bro?
Man, it's been good, bro. On Tuesday, I had my MRI. I'm awaiting results on that, so that's exciting news. Hopefully, we can figure out what the heck's wrong with me and get that going. It's been super busy at work, lots of work, lots of hours. But I've got a 5-day weekend coming up. We're gonna head to Corpus Christi, and we got that show with Rock and Roll James, his comedy show. We're gonna spend some time down in Mustang Island, just me and my family, and we're just gonna hang out there and have a good time, man.
Well, that's awesome. Johnny, can you hear us? Yes? No? Can you hear me, Johnny? I can hear you very little. Maybe change the audio, restart it, switch the audio. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, to
as
the
we work through these technical difficulties with Johnny, we want to shout out to our boy Lawrence. I saw he was eating very healthy today. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he was eating a salad. He says he was getting
There
better.
he is, right there. What's up, Lawrence?
Man, I'm glad that you're doing that. Can we hear me, Johnny? I can hear him moving it around over there. And we want to give a shout out to Conjunto Ben. What's up, my friend? Thank you for tuning in. Conjunto Ben, I listened to his show, Lost
Ben, what's
Radio.
up, bro? Saludos.
He plays a lot of Potente music, so he's on usually in a lot of the evenings
Yeah,
on South
appreciate it,
Radio
man.
between 7 and around 10:30 or 11. So check out his show. A lot of Conjunto, a lot of Potente. So if you want to hear some of the old school Potente,
Right
he
on,
plays
man.
it on. He keeps it on there. Thank you, Conjunto Ben. Q, we're gonna see if we can get Johnny worked out here, but I'm gonna let everybody know that we're gonna have a guest next week. Daniel Fantasma. We're gonna get to know a little bit about this brother. He's plays a lot of different instruments. He has his own they have their own onda in West Texas. They stick together. I like the camaraderie. So I think with Daniel coming on, we're gonna get to know a lot of the West Texas artists that he collaborates with, and it's gonna be a great show next week. So make sure and tune in then. And also we're gonna be practicing here. Let's see, tomorrow, like you said. I know Johnny was excited about practicing. That's going to be a great thing. Johnny, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh my goodness, it's good to have you finally. Hey, all
There
we
he
do is
is.
see Johnny, but we don't
Welcome
hear him.
back, man.
Hey, no, I went on the settings, bro, and I had noticed that I put headset instead of wired headset.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Yes,
There we
yeah.
go. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to come on at 7:45 and not at 8 o'clock because we
Hey,
can work to these
when,
pre-production, but it is
hey,
what it
brother,
is.
Oh,
carrera,
ya te regañaron,
andaba
güey.
en la carrera, bro, andaba en la carrera.
I know you were. I know you were. All right, Johnny. How was your week, my brother?
It was good,
Anything
buddy.
interesting in Victoria?
No, buddy, just lie. Ooh, I thought we were gonna have to get the canoe out, and actually, man, it lot of
Oh,
rain, buddy, lot of rain,
Wednesday, bro.
dude.
We were out at 10 hours with no electricity on the lodge, vato. Bah, it was
Ooh,
horrible. Had to skin animals on the tractor with no water. No, hombre, pain in the butt.
hombre, it was bad, bro. I had to, man, the water almost came in through my back patio, man. I had to get a
Oh
sump, had to
my
get a sump
goodness.
pump, and I was pumping that water, but I don't know where the hell I was pumping it to. The goddamn street was full of water, so it was just coming right back to the yard, man.
The irrigation system is not real good. The sewer system in Victoria, that's what I'm hearing
No,
here.
it
We want
was
to
just
shout out to Danny Camacho, Carson City, Texas. Orale. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for tuning in,
What's
my
saludos.
up,
brother.
Danny? That's a name I haven't heard in a long
I haven't
time.
heard it in a long time as well. Michelle Ann, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you for leaving some
Michelle,
comments.
happy
It's been a
Friday.
while
Yes.
since I haven't since I've seen you on, but thank you so much. It means a lot, Michelle, and thank you for sharing it and highlights and followers. We really appreciate that. For everybody that's tuning in, thank you so much. As soon as Johnny gets here, now I can start rolling a little bit better because now I got my whole crew here, all the potential. But as long as he's having issues, I find it very difficult. Or if it's
No,
Q having issues, find it difficult to keep rolling.
it was on my end, man. Sorry about that.
Yo
It was on my end, buddy.
sabía, yo sabía. Hacer es porque no tiene esto
Yeah,
escogido on the thing. Yo
Yeah.
sabía eso, but eventually he'll
yeah,
get it.
Yeah. I did. I knew it too. I figured it
Oh
out a little
yes,
yeah.
he
bit.
will.
Yeah.
Guys, like I said, here in Benavides, it rained a lot on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, was it? I think it was. Man, we woke up, we went to work, and we didn't have any power in the lodge. We had to do all kinds of different things. We made it through, so I think we had a lot of rain everywhere. Uh,
Everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
South Texas, South Central Texas. So, uh, it was it's something that we needed. I can't say I can't complain, but at the same time, it's rough. Okay.
Hombre, dude, andaban los perros in my backyard. They were at my doorstep,
Se
in
estaban
the back of my
ahogando.
patio. Y estaba el agua like 2 feet in front of them. They were looking at me like, "Cabrón, let us in, let us in. We're
Yeah,
fixing
let
to
us
start
in. Let
drowning
us
over here."
in.
no, no saben nadar, güey.
Look who we
Yeah.
got on here. We got Bumper Gomez. Saludos, Bumper.
Saludos,
What's up,
Bumper.
my
Bumper, what's
brother?
up,
Hey,
How
bro?
you doing,
give
buddy?
Saludos.
us a shout out, my brother. Hey, we're looking for a spot on your show. Congratulations, first and foremost, Bumper, on your show. It's
Yeah,
one of the more
absolutely.
popular shows out there, man. If you got a slot for Potente, we would love to go, guys. Wouldn't you guys love to go and perform for Bumper on his show?
I'd
Love
love
to,
to. Hell
buddy. Love
yeah,
I
to.
man.
know.
That'd be a
Yes,
that'd be
Saludos,
a
we would.
Bumper.
blast,
It would
man.
be. It would be an honor to be
Uh,
on your show, Bumper. Hit me up, brother, and see if we can put something in the books. That would be nice.
Aquí andaba en Victoria a couple weeks ago, Memorial Bash, man, and
Yes, he
he was over
is.
here, man, and man, I heard good things about him from the people, bunch of my friends, man. So salud, Bumper, man, and keep up what you're doing, bro. You're doing a good job,
Yes,
man. Keep it going,
very
buddy.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you for the platform because it gives all the bands a platform to share the music. And he's one of the few shows where he actually puts the band to perform there. That's real cool. It's something a little bit different. So yeah,
Yeah,
man, maybe gracias. Let's do it. Send me a message. I will, Bumper. You know what? As soon as I get off, we'll get you that message and see what your schedule look like and see if we can't get that, man. Like I said, we we might
that
we
would be
get on
awesome.
there. We'll play all the new songs for Bumper so he can check it out and all his viewers. I mean, because he's got quite a few of them. Once again, Bumper, congratulations on your show and what you're doing. Keep up the good work, and I got to see the Kunto Cats. You know, I keep up with those guys, Art and Zeke. I just saw Zeke. He gave an accordion to, I think it was
Yes.
Zeke. Did you see?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
real
I missed
cool.
that. Wait, what happened? I missed
Oh,
that. What happened?
Johnny, tell him.
He was. It was a. I forgot the kid's name, man, but I think he's from Arizona. I think, or he
Yes,
was right.
Zeke. It's ¿cómo se llama?
No me acuerdo el
Ay,
nombre, pero they surprised him, dude. They stopped to get some snack. I think they were. His grandma had just
Oh, I
his
did see
grandma had
that. I
just
did. I
passed,
saw it. I think.
and they were coming back
Yeah.
in, and the parents already knew, so they were holding it. They said, "Man, it was tough to hold a
Ezekiel.
secret."
That's what I thought. I wanted to
And
say Ezekiel.
yeah, Ezekiel.
The squeeze box kid
Yeah,
from Arizona.
He.
Yes.
I think I saw it on his Instagram. I saw it
Elijah
on Vince's. Yeah.
Ezekiel. Yes.
yeah,
That's it. And I saw a little bit of
Very
it. I
good.
mean, and that shout out to Zeke and for doing that, man. He
that was
knows
pretty
that. I
cool.
mean, that meant a
Hell yeah.
lot.
Badass,
That
That
man.
was
meant a
cool.
lot to Elijah. Think about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if one of our idols at when we were that age would have done something like that for us, dude, you would have never got rid of that accordion, dude. It would have meant so much. Think about
yeah,
that. I mean, the
Yeah.
gesture and Q when we performed with the Conjunto Cats, those are genuine guys.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, man.
Awesome.
Great guys,
Yes, it
man.
was awesome.
I enjoy. We didn't get to hang out as much as I would have liked to have, but I would have liked to have sat down and just kind of shoot the shit a little bit with Zeke, man. He's a
Real
really cool,
cool.
down to earth guy,
Very
man.
hey,
Very good,
charismatic.
very personable, very outgoing.
hey,
Yeah, very very
hey,
much so.
Q.
And so I would like to have sat down and chatted with him for longer, man. But we were kind of doing sound check and everything. Everybody's trying to get everything
Hey,
situated. But yeah, man, it'd be great to get together with them guys again, man, and just sit down and away from the work, you know what I mean, and just kind
and
of hang out and have a good time with those
and
guys,
away from
man.
the cold weather. Remember that night? It was freezing
Oh, it
cold, brother.
was
Sí, estaba
cold,
bien
bro.
frío afuera.
I'm telling you. Juan Mendoza, saludos from Tejano TV, the
Hello,
Three Amigos
Juan.
Show.
Saludos,
What's
bro.
up, Juan? Thank you for tuning in, brother. It means a lot. Thank you so much.
Saludos from up the road, brother.
Now you
What?
know. Now you know he's up the
Now
road.
he's
Now
right
you
down
know.
the
Now that
road.
I know.
Now he knows he's right down the road. What do we got here? Zeke Campos is awesome. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's got
Yes, he
full of
is. Yes,
charisma.
very much
I
so,
mean,
man.
he's a great singer, man. And as he develops into a better singer every year, he's getting better and better. This guy is gonna be hell, man. You kind of see him getting that David Farias type of feel, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah,
Hey,
very
He's
charismatic,
awesome, man.
short
He's
guy,
awesome.
real alegre, como toca el acordeón. You can see him following the David Farias mold,
yeah.
and that
Hey,
that that and that's really really good.
did you see he's gonna be
It's
doing
really good. Yeah, it's
accordion
really good.
lessons, bro, in San
I
Antonio?
did see
He's
that.
got a couple of
Yeah, I
dates,
saw
man.
that, man.
That's
I
pretty
Le,
saw
cool,
des-
that.
man.
Yeah.
That's pretty
le
cool.
deseo bien con
Yeah,
eso because he's using
Yeah,
he's
man.
using his platform and everything
Platform.
to
Yeah.
to better the music and his fans.
yeah,
Okay, you know what? Well, I want to learn from that guy because you know how that is. I
yeah,
mean, if it's one of your idols. Well, yeah, man, you got a chance to get one-on-ones with your idol. I mean, that means more. You know what I mean? So that's what he's
Yeah.
using it for, and that's
Yeah.
great. Right down I-35, Q. Right down I-35. No, para que sepas.
Hell
Juan,
yeah,
he
bro.
gets the shirts tomorrow. Okay. Now I don't know what route he's gonna be going because he's not down here. He's gonna be in Corpus, but he will have them tomorrow evening in the back seat of his
I'll,
car.
I'll meet up with I'll meet up with him.
Here
Chinga.
we go.
Hey,
We got Bumper here. What does Bumper say? Zeke is playing in Vegas, kicking out the Vegas Tejano takeover. He said he's going to play the accordion shirtless. Oh,
no
hey,
man.
hey, the
Also,
wonders of being
hey,
20 some
bro,
odd
wait,
years old,
wait.
man.
No. Wait. From experience, I suggest you cover this area right here. Porque el fuelle está cabrón cuando
When
se pellizca.
it's here.
Hey, hey, they don't want me to play drum shirtless.
Oh no! Hey, we're gonna put that green screen in front of him. Boom! Put a
Ew.
picture.
Hombre, hey,
Ay, cara.
vas a estar pura manteca. Échale.
Oh, we got is that DJ that's in the house with us? Yep.
Yeah,
What's up,
DJ,
DJ?
what's up, mijo? How you doing?
DJ, what's up, brother?
What? Oh,
I saw a
What
video
do
of
we
him
got
playing
here?
the other
Juan
day.
Mendoza,
Yeah.
I need to get y'all some Tejano TV t-shirts. You're damn right. That's right.
Yeah.
So we can wear them. Hey, Juan, you know I like to wear my Transformers and Thundercat stuff here, but you know what? I think I'll make an exception for Tejano TV. How's that?
Yeah.
What did Bumper have to say here? Thundercats. There you go.
Uh,
Puro nipple ras. You better believe it, Bumper. Maybe more than a nipple rash, nipple
¿Sabes,
squeezing,
bro?
boy. It might feel like one of those, the girls do the mammogram ones, squeezing in the pillows.
yeah.
That's what it's gonna
Este
feel like there,
pinche.
bro.
Hey, Esteban, cómo sabe este vato?
Hey,
No,
I'm a thinker, man. I'm just thinking.
hey,
Q's telling me what
el
it
vato,
feels
no, no,
like.
el vato tiene otra chamba ya en el hospital,
Oh,
No,
yo creo, porque
hey,
allá,
hey,
tiene mucha
I ain't got
ahí
no.
información.
anda,
Está muy bien informado
ahí
el
anda de
hombre.
Pippen Tom, el vato ahí anda de
No,
Pippen Tom.
no, none of that, none of that, none of that. God, Melissa, saludos.
Ah,
Thank you for
chido.
tuning in. We
What's up,
appreciate
sis?
it. Thank you so much. All right, guys. What if we're gonna before we get going into the potente part of this? What have you guys been hearing, and what is your opinions on all these? What are they protests and stuff? Q, I'll let you go first. What do you think about all this, and what are your opinions? Don't be
I
bashful.
don't have any. I don't have any
You don't have
opinions,
no
man.
opinions. You don't have any opinions.
I- Um, man, I I'm all for peaceful
Yes,
protest. Let's
I
put it
am.
that
I
way, man.
mhm.
All right, that's really all I have to say is like I understand you have a point you want to get across. There's other ways to do it. I don't know that you necessarily need to go to these measures to get your point across. Uh, I mean that's basically the that's basically my position on it. Is I mean there's no need to looting and destruction of property has nothing to do with getting your point across. That's not accomplishing what you're there to what you're stating you're there to
Yes,
accomplish. If you're there to protest, that's fine. Peaceful protest,
I agree.
march, but blocking the freeways and looting businesses and setting stuff on fire and throwing rocks and bricks, that's esa es otra onda, bro. That's not the way to
Yep.
do it, man. There's other avenues we should be taking to do it peacefully and do it the right way, man. There's other ways to get your
How
point
about you,
across, and
Johnny?
so yeah, that's my
Uh,
position on that.
me, man, I'm, like you said, I'm the same way. But what I say, brother, is okay, man. Ya estás aquí, and you're protesting. Why are you flying the Mexican flag, bro? You should be flying the United States flag. You're
I
already here, bro.
agree.
If you're
We're
gonna fly a
American.
Mexican flag, you want to fly a Mexican flag, go back to Mexico, bro. But you're here in the United States. You already made it here. You should show, hey, you know what? I'm protesting. I appreciate being here, doing what I'm. Hey, fly an American flag, bro. You know what are you doing flying the Mexican flag? I got nothing against the Mexican flag,
Nope,
but
me
hey, bro,
neither.
you're not in Mexico, bro. You're not in Mexico. You're in the United States. Fly your United
Exactly.
States flag, bro.
There, I mean,
That's my
Q,
opinion.
there's a
You
lot
know.
of TikToks going on both sides. I'm gonna simply say this. Uh, and I think I referenced this on, I don't know if it was on one of our previous shows or one of my previous interviews with somebody else. I did say this, what I see in today's society is the lack of respect for the president in general, be it a Democrat, be it a Republican, whoever it may be, your guy or you're not your guy, you know what I mean? And I think it's a lack of respect for the position. And I think that's why you're seeing this escalate so much, because there's a lack of respect for the president, not the man, the president. Well, I don't know, y'all. The world isn't going well going too well right now. Isn't that the truth? And like I said, I don't think this is the way to go about it. But everybody, it's funny because we talk about this all the time. Q, you can have the same thing being said and being it can be how interpreted two totally different ways. I mean, I would never see it, and I listen to
Yeah,
somebody like, what? Is that what you heard? What I say? That's not what I said, but it can be interpreted, and I think this is falling in there.
it's there's an exercise. It's called active listening, and no, I'm
Yes.
serious. And so this is so what it is when you converse with someone, and if you're having trouble communicating, you don't communicate the same way. What you do is when they tell you something and you didn't, you repeat it back to them, and you say, "This is what I heard." Because like you said, people hear things differently. They don't necessarily hear what you're
Yes.
saying. So I say, okay, when you told me that, this is what I
So,
heard.
Bridget,
and that gives the other person an opportunity to say like, hey, that's not what I was saying,
Exactly.
to clarify.
Yes.
And there's none of that, right? There's no communication. It's just like, that's what you said. Well, hang on one second, let me clarify. There needs to be more open and conversation both ways. And it's not, piggybacking on what you said. Look, man, a lot of stuff going on, and just understand that you're gonna you're gonna face consequences for your actions. If you're taking violent actions, if you're being disruptive, disorderly, and committing criminal acts, you can't be upset that you're taken into custody, that you're taken downtown, charges are filed, whether they're dismissed later on is
Yeah.
irrelevant. But you can't be upset at that. Like, why are you mad at that? You broke the law. You're being unlawful. You're looting. You're stealing. Well, I mean, you're gonna face the consequences. That's all I'm saying. Is if you're gonna do that, that's fine. That's everybody, cada quien lo suyo, ¿verdad? Just understand that there's
But for
consequences that
me,
come
one
with
of the
that.
things
So
that's most troublesome or bothersome to me is how these protests are getting in the way of people, hardworking people who have to go to work and they're not getting to work. You know what I mean? Now you're affecting. If you want to protest and you ain't affecting anybody else's life, I have no problem with that. Because honestly, guys, I don't
yeah,
have time to protest no matter what. I got to go to work every day, and if I don't, Annabelle got to go to work. I don't. Yeah,
exactly.
so kudos to these guys who and these women, these men and women who have time to spend all day and all night protesting and fighting the good fight, man. I mean,
Did,
props to you, but I got to go to work, and you
did
guys the
you
same way.
hear? Did you hear what the sheriff said in Florida?
I did
Or
not. What?
what he says? He
I did.
says
I
he
caught that.
said
I
the
caught
guy
that.
said if you're just messing up property, you will go to jail. If you're trying to block a vehicle like their vehicle with cops or not, you will be run over. They will run over you. He
Hey, did
said
y'all get
if
that one
What
that
you
I
else,
sent
guys?
y'all on
Say?
the truck
y lo dijo
earlier
el
today?
vato y lo dijo el
Yeah.
vato that if you hurt one of the officers or you spit on them, we will be contacting your family member to come and collect your body.
Dude,
That's plain and
That's
simple.
that guy in
That's what
Florida.
he said.
I know who that guy is.
That's what he said,
He's
man.
known for being pretty brazen, pretty
Yeah,
upfront, pretty
yeah,
aggressive
man.
but like
He
I
guy.
said,
So
it's just a bad situation, and I hope that collectively, the country, we can somehow find a way to find a medium to this. Like I said, I know not everybody agrees with what the president is doing. There's things that I'll say he's done well. There's things that I say that he hasn't done so well. But we got to give the president, be it Trump or was Biden or whoever was, or Kamala Harris, whoever would have been the president, you got to give the president 18 to 24 months in their term before I can say, well, now we can start to judge. It's a little bit early. I know it's not what a lot of people foresee and stuff, and there's ripples. Q, you know this. You do this is going to happen. There could be some good come out of it, but there's also going to be bad, and there could be some bad come out of it, but there's also going to be good. And until you let it play out, really, you don't know what it's going to look like. So I think we should just dial it back as a country. We need to come together and tell our get the American people and say, you know what, let's just back it down a little bit. And there, like you said, there's other ways of doing this.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you for
there
y'all's
are.
opinions. We're gonna move it. We're gonna have this week. We're gonna have.
Yeah, man. Chinga, hey,
Go
real
ahead.
quick, wait. You really put my degree deodorant to work right now, man. Carajo, ya andaba sudando.
Why? What?
Well, you want to talk politics,
Bro,
man? I'm
Oh
like,
my
I don't want to talk
goodness.
politics,
Well,
I
bro.
no,
was
I mean,
fixing.
we're not going to take a hard take on it, but this is something that's going on. It's very, I mean, I
Oh
don't know
yeah, it
with
is.
in the social media world how any of us could not know unless you're living in the jungle somewhere underneath a rock. I mean, this is what's going
Yep.
on, and everybody's opinion, it matters. Guys,
I,
we're going to go ahead and move on. This week we're going to bring back the Potente Pass segment. All right. Let's see how. We'll see you on the other side, guys. Well, guys, we're here in the Potente Pass segment, and Q gave me these videos. I don't know where he dug them out of, but he gave them to me a few weeks ago, and I've been holding them back. Little gems, as we approach the Monterrey gig. Como nos vamos acercando a la fecha del 4 de julio, vamos a sentir la nostalgia en este video. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it, guys, and then we'll see what you guys remember, and we'll go from there, all right?
I don't remember what I had for breakfast, man. What are you talking about?
Well, you better remember something, guys. Here we go. We didn't have that routine down too good. I don't think we ever did it just for that show. Mira, nomás yo y Johnny lo hicimos.
Cuando sientas que nadie te ama y que la vida te escupe en la cara, recuerda que me tienes a mí para luchar contra todos, para subir. Recuerda que me tienes a mí, siempre a mí. Cuando sientas que tu casa está allá y la violencia en tu familia mata, recuerda que me tienes a mí para ponerte en mi hombro, para subir. Recuerda que me tienes a mí, siempre a mí. Recuerda que detrás de las nubes hay un cielo claro cargado de luz, que siempre contarás conmigo, que entre dos es más fácil cargar una cruz. Recuerda que me tienes a mí, siempre a mí. Sin llamar
Do I like that?
o si tu amor se vuelve imposible, recuerda que me tienes a mí para
Yeah, that
luchar
was pretty
contra
smooth, man.
todos, para
I don't even remember learning those moves right there, man.
recuerda que me tienes a mí, siempre a mí. Cuando temas algo que te espera, cuando sientas que la muerte llega, recuerda que me tienes a mí para apoyarte en mi hombro, para subir. Recuerda que me tienes a mí, que iré junto a ti. Recuerda que me tienes a mí, siempre a mí. Recuerda que me tienes a mí, que iré junto a ti. Recuerda que me tienes a mí, siempre a mí.
Forgot what stuff to do.
Damn.
Hold on, we got the interview.
I know.
I don't know how they do that.
Hey, it's a good thing that Rock didn't
¿Cómo
get
le
a
hacen
hold of this one.
ustedes,
He didn't
I
let
know
me-
we're kind of rusty up. We haven't really done this routine. This is a new routine for us, so we're kind of like nervous. And then we have a new guy up here in front, so we're kind of like,
Well, it's working for Potente, mis amigos. Let's have a big round of applause for these young guys once again. Potente.
Gracias. Primeramente, de parte de Potente, quiero darle las gracias a todo el público por hacer la gira de Día Más such a success. And I hope that you guys like this new CD, Siempre a mí, just as much as Quería Más.
Right? Where do the ideas come from? What arrangements and all that?
Well, what can I say? I mean, I guess I just sleep on it. Huh? I mean, sometimes I actually find myself dreaming about what I'm going to do in a song, right?
Verdad. I know the strong backbones de este grupo son sus padres. Your parents have a lot to do with this, because I see this. They are there backing you up all the way.
Yeah, I mean, I got to thank my mom and my dad. Tengo que darle las gracias a ellos porque, I mean, through thick and thin, they have, how can I tell you, they've been there for us.
They've been there.
They've bought us what we needed, even when there's
Right.
nothing. Hey, I need
Gracias a Dios
this. I
por
need
los
this.
padres.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Let's meet the guys real quick, okay?
En el acordeón tengo a mi hermano Esteban Quintanilla, es la segunda voz. Y bueno, aquí tenemos, he used to be our old drummer, but he helps me out. Well, yo le puse animador, porque anima a toda la gente, ¿no?
Great.
And toca las tumbas. Es Johnny Rodriguez. Y the newest member of the group is the drummer, is Richard Perez, and well, he's the youngest. No, he's not the youngest, second to the youngest, but he's a little.
He's there.
He's the first time he's been on TV too.
And you are Anthony.
Yeah, I'm Anthony, su servidor.
All right, mis amigos, I'm Joseph Valdez. Come back. We've got more of Domingo. Stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune in Friday nights at 8 to the Puro Potente podcast on Tejano TV. You can view it by clicking the live podcast link in the Tejano TV app, on Roku TV, on your cell phones, or on the Mas Chingon website. Don't miss an episode. Friday nights at 8. We'll see you in the Potente Studio. Alright, guys. What y'all think about all that, man?
Anthony, I don't even remember learning those steps, dude. I don't
Me
even
neither,
remember.
way, because we didn't do them. We only did it for that, like that week, just for that. And what Bob Ramon says, the Sunrise Mall.
Yeah,
Somebody
that's right.
remembers where
exactly.
that was.
Sunrise Mall.
Yes,
Right.
Bob. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for reminding us of the Sunrise Mall. Lo acaban de noquear, ¿no? Right, Johnny?
They knocked it down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They knocked it down.
Oh my! What's this? What did Richard say? Oh my,
my,
potente! Yeah, how do you like them Apex drums? They made it back on our show, Richard.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I really like the logo, man. They was painted
Yes, on the base of
Potente
Charlie
logo,
made it, right?
because it was
Pretty
yeah,
cool,
it was it's a badass logo, man.
Yeah,
cool, man.
badass.
Pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got Annabelle tuning in. I guess it must be a pretty decent show because we're 30 minutes in and she's still watching. So, hey, keep tuning in because you never know what these guys are going to say. Just never know. Thank you for tuning
Oh,
in.
come on, guys. It ain't that bad.
Oh, sometimes it can be. Oh, but yes, it can be.
Hey, not to change it, man, but hey, did you see about Jaime today, dude? Something about in Austin?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
saw
read the
that?
article, but what did
Yeah.
you tell
It
us
was
about it?
something about 50 years in the Conjunto Tejano market and something about they were flying a flag or some kind of flag at the Capitol and all that. and
Awesome, man.
yeah,
That is
that was
awesome.
pretty cool, man. So
I didn't get a
saludos,
chance to
Jaime.
read the article, but
JDA, man.
congratulations to Jaime for
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
Chris Arrocha, saludos y bendiciones, compas.
Saludos, bro.
Saludos,
Saludos.
Chris. Muchísimas
Mira,
gracias
Ruben.
por sintonizar nuestro
Ruben
programa.
Mendoza, saludos.
Ruben
Watch,
Mendoza,
we got Ruben in the house. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you
Saludos.
for coming on, brother. We really appreciate it.
Hey, so
Oh.
I don't know if you know this or not, man, but wait, hang on. What did she say? I was
I was
running.
running, barely got on. Ándale.
I don't know if you know this or not, but there was a concert today in San Antonio. Shakira
Yes,
was in San
I
Antonio.
saw that.
You see they postponed it.
Mhm.
Really?
They had structural issues. I don't know what
Yes.
that means. I don't know.
Well, you know
if
what?
That was the lighting, the sound,
Mark
the stage,
Mark
whatever, but-
Lusano, one of my friends here from Alice, him and his wife were gonna go, and Annabelle wanted to go to that show, and says, "I'm glad I didn't go." I said, "No, no shit. We would have made all the plans to take the show, and nothing would have happened." But he shared something about in Boston, so the same thing happened. Do you think it's a coincidence, or is there something going on? Because
I
same
have
thing,
no idea,
structural. She quoted the same stuff, structural issues with the plays or something. So you think both the Alamo Dome and in Boston? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think maybe during sound check, they were checking to see if the hips were lying, and then
And
found
they
out
weren't working right. I
right,
believe
and
that.
they weren't lying. So
She
I
said,
don't know. Si
Hey.
hubo algo ahí o no sé.
she said, Shakira, the hips didn't lie. vato."
What we got here? Chris Arrocha, ya saben, bros.
Ya saben,
Muchísimas
bro.
gracias, Chris. Eso. Guys, I remember putting that, and you remember those morning shows. I hated those morning shows. Jesus Christ. Same thing with Rogelio Boteo. We probably played the night. Who knows where we played.
Dude, that was
Estamos
those
bien
were tough.
desvelados.
Those were
Go
tough,
ahead,
bro.
Johnny.
Those were tough playing. Those were
I
tough playing till
hated
2
that.
in the morning, and then by the time the roadies and then we hit the road, and then we had to be there. Hey, shows at 9 or 10. Hombre, dude. La
I
desvelados, bro.
hated that
Oh
stuff,
my
bro.
God.
I'm the same way, and that's what I remember about that, and of course, having Johnny up front. I said it. I mean, it was, man, when Johnny was up front, we would. I mean, those were some of my best shows. I still say the Johnny, the one in what's it called, in Brownsville, that wedding.
International
But
ballroom.
yeah, when you're
Yeah,
Micha China and you're dancing all the way across. I mean, that
yeah.
is. I still remember all that, man.
Like
It's
get
awesome,
the
man.
hat. Remember I was dancing
I
with my
know that.
cowboy hat
Hey,
across.
I
we
remember
do
that.
miss that. The show
Yeah.
misses that.
It
But
was it was all fun. It was fun, bro. And just to do little skits going across the dance floor, and just it was
your
fun, man.
character was perfect to be up there. Not that I want to take you off the drums to do this, but I am going to say that it was a pleasure having you for the time that we had you up front with us. I was out, man, when you would start that dance and Micha China from across from the right side to the left. Oh my goodness, la sonrisota que yo tenía. I couldn't stop laughing, wait. It was hilarious, bro.
Dude, it was that was funny, man. That was funny. Yeah,
Dallas, then Corpus, then Brownsville. I remember. Watch out. I don't know.
Bro, that
Maybe I don't know. Is that true,
no, it's
Richard, or is that something that you're just
no,
spitting
I
out there?
remember. I remember one time we played in Brownsville, and we drove all the way to Dallas,
I
and then we had to
remember.
drive. Remember San Antonio?
I
To,
remember.
to,
Yeah,
yeah,
We did
that
a
was
lot of those
tough.
types of things, brother.
That was
bro,
tough.
that's 12 hours, 13 hours all the way up there, and then another 5 hours back. No, hombre,
Yeah.
No,
vato.
pero el
That's a
chip
lot
era
of
el que
driving.
manejaba, so hey, pero como
No,
quiera. And
pero
I like to drink back in those days, bro. I would drink. I get man, you can see. I'm like, man, I'm not all there.
¿te
I need
te
another couple
acuerdas?
hours.
¿Te acuerdas that show Q? We were in Brownsville. Then we hauled butt to Dallas, and that's when we played across. Ricardo Castellon was on the other side. We were on one end, and
Oh
then
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
we had
that
to
was
get
one of
off
my most
stage.
memorable
We
shows.
had to get off stage and haul ass to San Antonio and play at the Market Square, close out the show in the
Yeah,
Market
yeah,
Square.
yeah.
Man, remember?
That's
Man,
is
that
cuando
was
empezó la lluvia, no? When it started
yes,
raining.
It was
yes,
raining
Yeah,
downtown.
yes,
I remember that.
I remember
yes.
that.
That was,
And we
dude.
had
That was awesome
yep,
show, man. I
That
can't.
was a great
That's one of
show.
the
Yeah.
ones that sticks in my mind. Like awesome.
yeah.
Hey, do y'all want it? You're getting wet. Yeah, do y'all want us to stop? No. Y the rain just coming down, vato. Like,
Coming
pues si
down,
no se van
coming
a
down.
agüitar ellos, pues nosotros tampoco nos vamos a agüitar.
Yeah.
Boom. Hit another
And
one. Those are the good old
and then
days, gentlemen.
and then
Oh
Ricardo
yeah.
Castellon. Remember Ricardo Castellon was on the other
Well,
side, dude,
I mean,
right
dude, that's
across from us.
hardcore,
That was
mano a mano. Just
yeah.
people to the whole street, half of them facing that way and half of them facing this way, man,
Facing
dude.
this way.
Ooh,
That was
yeah, how can you
badass.
That was
forget
And
that?
then
that was awesome.
y
Great
luego, y
shows,
luego
man.
la gente wanted to take pictures. And no, we got cheap. Now we gotta go. We gotta go.
Gotta
And
go
we
now. I know they were
you know,
shoving us in the old school
Yeah,
bus of
yeah,
ours.
they were.
because we had to be in San Antonio to close out the Market Square in San Antonio. Man,
Yeah.
I was like, we barely made
Oh,
it there
watch
in
out!
San
Here
Antonio.
we go. This is for you, Q. There you go. Read it off there, baby.
Dice, remember el Farmer's Place? ¿Cómo no,
Come on.
compadre?
Oh, hell
¿Cómo
yeah.
no? Puro
Yeah,
Floresville, Texas.
Floresville and that
Floresville,
background, baby.
Texas.
Those are
Yeah.
some good times back there.
Yeah, that was the first time, bro. I remember that was the first time I saw somebody live. Like, so I had heard that los acordeonistas que eran lefties que agarraron el acordeón y lo voltearon,
Yes.
¿verdad? Para tocar.
hmm
And that was the first time I ever saw somebody play the accordion left hand. Y me quedé like, what is this, man? This is
The
crazy.
Arrocha family, man, it was always good
Oh,
times
yeah.
going over there. We went up
Mhm.
several times to go and just jam out with them. The
Oh,
Arrocha
yeah.
family, they're very talented musicians. A lot of the
Yeah,
brothers
absolutely,
played,
man.
and like I said, it was good to get to know them, their parents, their sisters, entire family. I mean, Puro
Yeah.
Corazón, the Arrocha family, and we would go as a family too and hang out with them at the farmer's place. So yeah,
Yeah.
qué lindo recuerdos. I mean,
Yeah, big time,
the
man.
farmer's place.
He said,
Guys,
by the way,
go ahead.
I've completed, Chris is aquí. By the way, I've completed my time with Fidencio Ayala, which I didn't know you were playing with Fidencio, bro. Congratulations on that, bro. He
Yeah,
says,
I had
on the
heard about it.
28th, I'll start with Los Líricos Junior. Badass, man. Congratulations, man. Buena suerte, bro. Te
Yes,
deseamos toda la suerte en eso, bro.
claramente. For sure. Gentlemen, how about let's watch another video from that Domingo Live Show? What do y'all say?
Oye, pues, ¿cuántos te mandé?
Well, there was three of them. The other one, Carlos, the other like, nah. But you know,
Oh,
let's do
yeah.
the cumbia. I like the cumbia. How about let's do it? Let's take a look at it, guys. There looks to be a little more fluidity with the dance steps on this one. ladies and gentlemen, this was a VHS tape, so bear with us on this one.
Aquí te mando estas rosas, las más bonitas de mi rosal. Son flores maravillosas. Pensando en ti, yo te las junté. Guárdala, cuídala, acaríciala, son para ti, cuando empiece el amor, cuando empiece el amor, cuando empiece el amor. Quisiera darte 1000 besos y acariciar tu lindo cuerpo, pero mejor me espero para entregarte mi corazón.
¿Qué clase de manera de
Cuídalo,
tener los palitos de bebé?
acarícialo, es para ti, cuando empiece el amor.
Man, the artists have come a long way since the 47. Thank you.
That was that audio
Empiece el
technica.
amor.
I bought that at the time. Hey, that was kind of mic.
Cuando empiece el amor.
That's what I ended up buying. That's the one I left in. You remember we played somewhere in
Corpus.
I left
At
it.
auditorium.
It was allá outside somewhere. I don't know.
Me tienes loco por ti. Aquí te mando estas rosas, las más bonitas de mi rosa.
Man, I see those boots. I want to go buy some and put them on, right?
I would wear those.
Me
Hey,
too.
no go.
Pensando en
No,
ti,
no comiences, no
yo te
comiences,
las
Hey,
junté.
no me digas, Johnny, que soy muy ruco. Nah.
Cuídala,
Estás muy ruco.
acarícialas, son para ti, cuando empiece el amor, cuando empiece el amor, cuando empiece el amor. Na, 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 cuando empiece el amor. Na, 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 cuando empiece el amor.
What's that? Even doing backup vocals?
Aha, there you go, fellas.
Todo el rollo.
Memories in those videos. Q, thank you for digging those up. Johnny, hold on. This was for you, Johnny. Wow, that's a flashback. Johnny, you still have the same necklace.
I got that rope chain necklace with that little Taz, bro. I've had that necklace for about 25 years, bro.
Those are the types of things that Johnny holds on to, man. That's good, man.
Well, I
Yeah.
still wear Anthony. I still wear it to the gigs. That's Angel gave it to me when we first got together, man. And I still wear that little Taz, bro. Everywhere I go, man, I get a lot of man. That's that necklace. It's probably you know what? Probably 30 years old, bro.
30. It's 30. It's
Yeah.
over 30
Like
years
30
old.
years old, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've had the same necklace and Taz, pendant, dude, for that long. And I get, man, every time some people like, they give me compliments. Hey, that a Taz? Yeah, man, that's nice. That's about 30 years old, maybe more. Esteban, it's
Probably
Yeah, I've had the
31,
same one.
32 years old, man.
yeah.
Well, those are great memories, guys. Like I said, that's something that I wish we had them all. All of the performances. I know Q was saying that he has. I couldn't find it, but he says he's gonna look for it. The one from Unleashed. I would love the Unleashed because I remember that was El Galvan. I think it's the only one that we
Galvan
did.
music.
El Galvan.
Man, don't even tell me we had to carry all this stuff.
No,
up
we-
the
I
stairs,
know.
brother.
Don't get me
We did.
started.
We
did
did
too?
two there. Yeah, we did.
No.
Unleashed Elito.
No,
Yeah. Yeah, we did Unleashed Elito there.
Lethal wasn't in it. It was the Sunrise Mall with the striped shirts. Yes.
What
I
We
thought
have
that was
pictures.
Querían Más.
No, was it?
Striker.
No, I
Yeah.
could swear that
That
it was
church was
Lito.
Más. Oh, es Querían Más.
I don't know.
You might be right. You
That
might
was
be
Querían
right.
Más.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
Querían
trying to
Más.
remember what
Yeah.
songs did
Yeah.
we play off Lito on Domingo Live. We came out on all of them, but I don't remember.
It would have probably
Was
been
it
Nada en el
Cachorro?
Mundo, Cachorros in the House, Nada en el
Chorros in the
Mundo.
house. But I
Can't think of
remember
what other
El
one might
Piquete
have
del Amor because Joseph was the writer. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what we
yeah.
did, El Piquete del Amor. Remember in Galvan? El Sí Señor, probably No Me Culpes, and El Piquete del Amor because Joseph was the writer.
Dice Chris, he said, great memories of shit. Every time the other bands would cancel, my dad would call y'all's dad.
It was a good time going over there, man. It was always
man.
badass.
Yeah.
I mean, all the Arrocha brothers, they were all
Yeah.
músicos, accordion and bajo and drums and bass. It's like, well, man, dude, it was just. I mean, we could play whatever we wanted. I mean, it was, and they had a hell of a
Yeah, it
band
was
for what it was.
awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
we like Ramon Ayala. They like
Hell
Ramon
yeah.
Ayala. Like, dude, like a
Hey,
match made in
badass
heaven.
band, man. Yeah.
Hey, Richard says, thank y'all for sharing. No problem, my friend. Hey, that was when Richard was rocking with us in the band, and those were good times. I miss those Mapex drums. They were cool.
He was young. He was young. But
He was young, or he
Yeah,
looked
man.
real young.
Well, he's what? You're about a year older than me, right?
Some of that bendiciones, guys, gotta go. Un fuerte abrazo. Thank you, Chris, for tuning in. We really
you,
appreciate
bro.
it. Thank you for the
Saludos,
memories,
man.
brother.
Take care, brother. Good hearing from you.
Saludos.
Yes, gentlemen. Like I said, those are great memories that I would cherish. I want to thank you again for that. He's the one who sent me all this, and of course, we have a lot of other footage from the Michigan trip. Like I said, I'm going to be editing because that takes a lot of
Heavily,
editing.
heavily
Heavily edited for sure. But
Hey,
we're gonna be sharing that. Yes.
Anthony, I wish we had the video in Sheboygan, Wisconsin when you hooked up the wires, bro.
Oh
Remember
my
that?
goodness. Hombre, vi estrellas y bola de azul y ay,
Dude.
as I was sitting down, boom, fell on my ass. Oh boy.
Bro,
We know.
I was shocked 3 times. By that.
Was it downtown
Tapping
San
into
Antonio
the-
where the
One was in
necklace
San
printed
Antonio.
you?
Yes. One in San Antonio. One was at the house over there at Mariana Raul's house. I was tapping into the box outside. Me dio el toque, and I don't remember where the third one was, but 3 times.
Yeah.
That shit is
Yeah, I
not
don't
fun.
have-
That shit hurts.
Hey, Anthony, ¿te
Ah.
acuerdas in Chicago when I grabbed the mic and they put
Yes.
the fog machine and I got shot and I man, I couldn't let go, dude.
Ladies,
And I
ladies and
started-
gentlemen,
Nobody, I started yelling at the roadies, bro. I started bitching them out, dude. I was
ladies and gentlemen, that's it. The importance of proper grounding.
No shit. Hey, but I told you, this is not to plug everything in the goddamn PD box. Don't plug it over there because we're gonna have grounding issues. And Johnny, I'm not bien enojado.
dude, I was pissed, dude. I was yelling. I held on to that moment and I was yelling at the roadies, dude. I was pissed.
No, a tu hermano, güey. Dile, le estamos gritando a tu hermano.
A mi hermano, I don't give a shit. Ya merito me
I don't
mataba
give
la
a
chingada.
Ya
Dude,
menos se quedaba así.
ya merito me quedaba. Damn, bro.
Well,
It's
guys,
funny, man.
once again, as we approach, I was telling that about, man, 3 weeks from today, bro, we're gonna
Yeah.
be in Monterrey.
Monterrey.
Johnny, it didn't look, parecía el año pasado que no se iba a lograr esta fecha. Y estamos a 3 semanas de la fecha. Ya parece que vamos a estar ahí. Parece que vamos a acostarnos a la noche y mañana va a ser el día que vamos a estar viajando para Monterrey.
I'm
So,
excited, bro.
exactly. We attempted it for so long. And we just couldn't. It just didn't seem. And finally, I think it's gonna happen.
I'm excited, man, because we get to share the stage with Juan Moreno and and Tony Sainz and Tigre, man. I mean, dude, that's gonna be an awesome night. And I'm more excited for tomorrow, man, when we meet up to do the practice run for the show, man. I'm excited, man, to see
Wait,
how it
what
comes out. turns out.
when? We're practicing tomorrow?
You already ya te descubrí this way you're going to be for the rock show, so we know you're going to be in corporate. So don't even start acting stupid.
Nobody said anything about practice, man.
Hey,
Nobody
no
said-
Allen Iversons. I already told you. Leave that
What are we
Allen
talking
Yeah.
about?
Iverson shit
We're
for
talking
another
about
day.
practice, not the
We're talking
game.
about
Not the game
practice.
that I go out
No,
there and
speaking
die
of
for.
practice, that's
Talking
gonna
about
be a
practice.
good
I mean,
show.
what are we talking about here, man?
Practice, not the game that I
Practice.
die for. Not the game that I die for.
Practice.
Practice. It is gonna be. Yes, we're going to be with a little luck. I did reach out to the lady, and she va a estar transmitiendo en vivo por nuestros canales, and we're gonna try to get it on Tejano TV as well. If I can get it broadcast through the restream, then it'll be on on my channels, on the Potente Facebook, on my Facebook, on the YouTube, on Tejano TV. So those are all the channels that I'm connected to. So you'll be able to watch it there. Quiera Dios. Like I said, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, guys. So many things have gone wrong. Tantas cosas nos sucedió el año pasado y nos salió mal y que no sé cómo sentirme. Me siento emocionado, pero como, hijo, no, un sueño. Sí se va a hacer o no se va a hacer, porque ya sabes, tantas veces que nos fracasamos el año pasado y no se hizo y no se hacía y que esto y que el otro y que no se sentaba una fecha y luego no y pues ya you know, I just can't believe that it's this close and I'm excited to put that show on.
Yeah. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be great. It's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
be.
échale
Go
ganas,
ahead,
Danny.
Q.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Q.
Go ahead,
Saludos
brother.
Buddy.
Potente. Look forward to catching one of y'all shows very soon, man. Thank you, Chito, for tuning in. Like I was just saying, July 4th. It's gonna be kind of late. I don't know what time we're gonna be taking the stage, but with a little luck, you can be able to watch it live on Potente's channel, on my Facebook page, on Potente's Facebook page, on Tejano TV. If you have a Roku TV, if you don't, like I said last week, go buy a Roku stick, man. I'm telling you, last night I was watching last week's episode of Puro Potente, and man, y'all are crystal clear on there, gentlemen.
Anthony's a walking billboard. A walking billboard, man.
For Roku, for Tejano TV, I don't know, man. Hey, all of our family, Tejano TV is our family. You know what? I think about it because, I mean, we're part of that, a part of that family. You know what I mean? That's what we
Yeah.
do. Mas Chingon Radio, Tejano TV. Want to thank Juan Mendoza for bringing us in to the Tejano TV family first and foremost. That was a blessing for us to be part of what they're doing. And Juan has just built his brand from Mas Chingon Radio so many years ago to Tejano TV, and only Lord knows what lies in the future for him and Lila and all of the Tejano TV family. So, yes, it's an honor and a pleasure to be part of the Tejano TV family.
Absolutely, no doubt about it, man. Thank you, Juan. Thank you for everything that you do, man. Thank you for everything you do for advancements in with Tejano music. We really appreciate it, and I'm sure all the Tejano music fans out there, the old ones, the new ones, and the future ones, appreciate the access that you're giving them, that you're allowing them to new music and old music alike. But muchas gracias, bro. You're doing a great job. Just keep up the good work, man. We appreciate it.
Like we said, Juan, gracias, man. Thank you for everything, and thank you for believing in us, man, for giving us the opportunity and all that. And keep doing what you're doing, man. Y'all doing great things up there, and man, keep it up. And man, like I said, thank you once again on behalf of Potente, man, for giving us the opportunity, and giving us that platform, bro. Thank you, man.
I'm gonna reference because I'm like the John Dutton on well John. It seems like you always have it figured out. Yeah, what do you do? Well, I do a lot of thinking and sitting and a lot of sitting and thinking, and I do a lot of sitting and thinking and sitting all day long, all night long. So you know, it gets me to why it's such a pleasure to be part of the Tejano TV family. Juan and Lila, they do it simply for the love of it, man. You can tell it's genuine. You know what I mean? They don't get anything other than what do you call it? Yes, it's their brand, and it feels good to build what they've built, but they don't. How can I say? You're a message or a phone call away from having your music on Tejano TV and Machine Gun Radio. Think about it, guys. This is anybody. One's always posting that. You know what? You want your music on Tejano TV? You want it on Machine Gun Radio? Hit up Lila. Hit him up. Boom, and your music's gonna be there. You know what I mean? Not because, oh, you play this way or you play that way, you're conjunto or you're tejano or you're salsa, whatever. He'll play you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that means something. That's why I like being part of that because we're very much the same. You know, we just
yeah.
play.
I
Like,
like I like I really like what the brand stands for, and that is it's a way to express yourself. An avenue for you to put your music out there. You know what I mean?
yes,
Because it's not just only certain artists or, hey man, we're giving you an opportunity. Okay, now if you have the talent and you can go beyond that, that's all on you, right?
of
But
course,
all anybody's ever asking for is an opportunity to share their music on a bigger platform, on a bigger stage, and that's exactly what Juan provides is the opportunity for people to share their music, to share their talent. And ahí sí, si la gente se prenda de eso y es un éxito, pues I mean that's great. Y pues I mean if it doesn't, well they give you feedback and an opportunity to improve whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? But that's all anybody ever asks for is an opportunity, is the chance to get their music heard, and that's what I really like about um uh Download TV and Machine Gun Radio and all that, man.
of course.
It's really good.
Yeah, because I referenced this. I mean, on a lot of my interviews that I do, I tell everybody, people get. I heard an interview, an artist talking about their streams and how much focus is put in and on streams. And I understand streams are important because that's your music being heard. But I think streams don't move anybody. You know what I mean? The artist, the artist, how they are, how they present themselves. You don't see that on a stream, or at least not an audio stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas when you see it like on a show, podcast like this, where you're seeing the person and how they react, and on stage, how they react, how does their passion resonate with the crowd? I said, I think artists should focus. In my opinion, I've said it. I think the artists should focus more on their personality and projecting it to the viewers and their audience over. Well, I'm not getting that many streams. You know what I mean? Don't place the streams. Don't. I don't think you should. That's politics, Q. You know that. It's modern day
I know.
politics.
Yeah,
Back in the day was corporate radio. Today it's streams. The streams, all they did was take the place of corporate radio. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus in on that, man. Focus in on your craft, on your personality, your appearance, how people are going to perceive you, the energy that you're going to display out there. And I think the
yeah,
streams and all that bullshit, it'll take care of itself. That's my
yeah.
opinion.
I agree. I couldn't agree more, man. I agree. Just focus on what it is, doing what it is that you love, man. I mean, and then if the streams happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. Pero sabes qué? No regrets, right? Because the last thing you want to do is follow the path of somebody who's telling you what to do and how to do it for their own personal financial gain, and that's what you want to try to avoid, in my opinion.
Saludos, saludos to Marie, saludos. Mr. Inés Herrera,
Ines, what's up,
saludos,
my
bro.
friend?
What's
Thank you for
going on,
tuning
brother?
in, brother. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, like I tell a lot of the interviews. I tell them, Q, your cousin. I mean, he hit me up a couple a couple weeks ago about that. I didn't know this, didn't know that. I'm not into that. You guys know that. I mean, uh, you got people focusing on streams. And I'm not gonna put anybody. I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus, shade or whatever. But you see this. It's very common. Hell, I did it. You put out your own music. Q, can I go and play that music live? You see what I'm saying? I
Not
eh,
likely.
Not exactly. I mean, now in the studio, I can layer all kinds of stuff and do all kinds of things. But how do I go and produce that live? You see what I'm saying? So I mean, the talent is phenomenal these days. You guys know that. The talent is absolutely phenomenal. So it's not like uh we any one of you guys, Q, you could do the same thing. You could get your record your own stuff the way you want. Johnny, heck, you play multiple instruments the same way. Anybody who can play multiple instruments or all of them can do whatever they want. But how do you go replicate that? You know what I mean? Oh, but these artists are having, I mean, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 streams or whatever. How do you replicate that? Hell, I don't even care about the damn streams. I don't even pay attention. When Rolly Rolly's telling me, "Go, how many streams?" I'm like, I don't give a shit. We're gonna go play, and I trust me, we're gonna go play, and people are gonna love it. How about some of these people that can't go play, or they got to go hire musicians that they don't? There's no chemistry. How do you get that? And Johnny, you and I have talked about this, about how we see bands that you can tell those bands aren't together. They're just a bunch of hired guys, and they're great
They,
musicians. But you guys
they're there
understand
for
the
they're there to
money,
make
and
that
that's
money.
fine
That's it,
because
buddy.
they're
That's
they're
it.
musicians for hire, but they're
Yeah.
lacking the chemistry. So
Yeah.
that's what this industry is lacking, is the passion and the chemistry. And unfortunately, I don't know what the fix is, but that's why we worry more about what we do collectively, and don't worry about the streams, man. If we play and people like it, guess what? In Monterrey, I think our streams will go up. You know what I mean? Like if we do a good show, I think the streams are gonna go up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The
Yeah.
doors are gonna open. This band put on a great show. But if you're an artist, a single artist who doesn't perform, but I got my streams, this and that. Well, how do you build your streams? Through your shows, man. You know what? Q, you said this before. When you go to other genres, concerts in other genres, you see it firsthand.
What's that?
What?
Well, I see what.
You watch other genres, and how their live performances impact their social media,
No, absolutely. Well,
and their their
some
digital
of these,
their go ahead.
some of these bands that I go watch, man, they were made on places like TikTok and stuff like that, Instagram, but it was during a time when during the pandemic.
Yes,
So that's all there was. And
of course.
so people were now that people or after the pandemic, following the pandemic, people were given an opportunity to go out to these concerts. Now everything was opening up, and people wanted to go watch these guys. So that was a thing because of something. You know what I mean? That was a thing. Building your brand based on views and stuff like that was we were forced to do that because we couldn't perform live. But now that you have the opportunity to perform live, that you have the opportunity to share your music in person, well, I mean, take advantage of the opportunity. Go out there and have fun, man. The face to face, the live show is completely different animal, man. It has always has been and always will be, man. There's nothing like watching these bands live. You know what I mean? It's a different experience every time you go. You can listen to the same set 3 different nights, and it's always a different show, man, because of the
Right.
atmosphere that the energy that the people are bringing, the fans are bringing, as well as the band. So, man, go out there and support your bands. Go see them live. The bands go out there and play live, man. Don't stick to just streaming. It works for some people. That's great. But man, go out there and perform live. Have some fun, man.
Exactly, Johnny. Do you want to chime in on this?
Just just do what you do, man, and don't let the streaming get in your head. I mean, yeah, like you said, Anthony. Yeah, people they worry about stream because I hear it myself. Oh man, look at the stream, look at the view, look at this. Man, just go do you, bro. Just go be you and go do what you do. Like Esteban said, hey, if you're good at your craft, man, do it, bro. Do it to it, and just keep doing what you're doing,
Echale ganas.
and do
Yeah.
yourself, and don't worry about nothing else. Don't worry about nobody else, and hey, just go have fun, man.
Well, that's
Go
one of the
jam.
things that I try to tell the younger artists, because they live in I mean, I know social media streams world. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that that reminds me of, this is why this is so liberating, guys. I'm gonna say this is so liberating, having this show, and having you guys along the side, because I chose. I'm gonna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching this right now, and those who will tune in later, I had the choice to do my own thing or double down with you guys. And I've decided to double down with you guys and to do my own thing. I put my own thing, push it to the back. And if I get back to it, that's great. And if I don't, that's great too. Because you know how many, Q, I just said, how many great musicians do exactly that, and they don't play. To be able to perform with you guys and have that chemistry on stage, that there isn't too much of that. You see what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
why for me, I found that to be a lot more impactful and a lot more important. And I moved that up to the forefront. And we don't know how much longer we have that we can perform together. So that's why I always reference it. We have Potente has got a smaller window. I don't know how long, how wide of a window that is, but hopefully it's a little bit longer than what I'd like to think. But in all reality, it could be over tomorrow. Q, something happens in his shoulder. He
Oh,
doesn't heal right. I mean, you know what? It's over.
as much it could be over in the next 5 minutes because that's about all the time I have left on this interview before I got to go to work.
All right. Hey, Johnny and I are gonna stay on for a little bit longer, Q. But you get going, brother. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see you guys, man. Y'all take
All
care.
right,
Love you
Johnny
guys,
and I
man.
will
Take care,
keep on
buddy.
here. All right. All right,
See you
Johnny. A little
tomorrow,
bit
Q.
longer here. I want to shout out later, Q. Let's see what we got here. Building fan base by playing live is the best way to get your music heard. It's the most impactful way, without a doubt. Because like Q referenced, Johnny, Q referenced a while ago. It's nothing. This is John Martinez always told me this. The merchandise is always easier to sell, and it's so true because I've been there. It's always easier to sell in your live shows because I know I'm a victim of it. I go to see Zach Brown and say, "Man, I don't care. The shirt
Yeah,
costs $50 or $60. But if I have to wait till the next day, I ain't spending no 50 or
yeah,
$60 on a T-shirt, Johnny.
yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean? But that night, oh,
yeah. It's funny you say that because we when me and my son went to Guns N' Roses concert, and
yeah,
man, we went and the Red Hot Chili Peppers when me and Angel and Margaret went. Man, dude, Margaret said, "I'm gonna go get me a shirt." Estaba la línea, bro, and everybody and this
yeah.
shirt $40, $45, and I'm looking like, God dang, I
Mhm.
mean, for a shirt, bro. Pero estaba that merchandise,
But
that merchandise
guarantee,
line was long, bro.
but I guarantee you, if you take those people and tell them to wait till the next day, you'll
Yeah,
lose 50% of those sales minimum
yeah,
because they're impulse buying because they're so into that artist or into that show. I mean, it drives CDs. You remember CDs live? It's way easier to sell a CD right there in your show because you're so like, oh man.
yeah.
But it's not the same to watch it. You don't have the same feel. And I've referenced this, you know, how the social media and affects the shows live. You know, yes, but I'm not an idiot and I'm not naive. I know that going to the show is the most impactful feeling because you don't feel the ambience, the energy on a screen like you do when you're in there.
Yeah,
You know that, Johnny, because
yeah,
that's why you go watch Intocable, right?
yeah. That's right.
That's right. It ain't the same watching them on a screen, right?
No, it's not, bro.
I'll
It's
let
not.
you. I don't mind watching Intocable on the screen, but I know you want to go watch them live, and I'm not an idiot.
We
It's
go watch them
captivating
live.
there,
We go watch them live every chance we get, man. That's a,
of
I
course.
mean, I mean, friends of mine, man, a great band, bro. I mean, you're not disappointed. I'll tell you that, bro. Great show, man, and and,
Oh,
and
no
like you
doubt.
said, the merchandise when we went to San Antonio on that right before Thanksgiving last year, man, that merchandise line for Intocable, man, they was packed too, brother.
Believe it. Yeah.
Everybody was buying caps, shirts. I mean, buying all kinds of stuff in Intocable, I mean, I didn't even step that way. I said, no, but I ain't never gonna get by. So,
Nope.
I told my daughter, well, we'll get it next time. So hopefully,
That
when
was
we
your way
go,
to save the money because Kylie wasn't
yeah,
gonna let you walk away with it.
no, but hopefully over here when we go see him in Corpus in November, man, we can get something.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give you a bit of advice. First thing before you go sit down, go buy your merchandise. Then that way you don't have to
Yeah,
stand in the line. Go right away. Boom, real quick. Get there
yeah.
early. Buy your merchandise. Are you gonna be selling merchandise?
If not,
Soy el primero.
if
Soy el
not,
primero.
if not, if not, ahorita le hablo a Johnny Lee or Ricky Munoz in the hotline.
Yes,
Hey,
call it,
mándame.
man. Why, dude? If you know Johnny, why are you even waiting, man? Tell Johnny, man, I can hook me up with this, man. I don't mind paying for it. I just
Yeah.
don't want to stand in line.
Just don't want to stand in line. Yeah, man, hook it up. O si
Yes,
no,
one more
al
time.
tío
Go
René
ahead.
de volar.
The
Al
Ordene.
tío
Oh yes,
René.
man. Oh hey, that guy's got some charisma, man. You guys, you watch.
That
He's
guy's,
one of the very few guys that I can watch his videos and I can sit there and watch him
did,
because
did you
there's just
see? Did
something
you see
about
what he
it.
was saying about his hair last
Oh,
week? What he was saying about his hair, he was making. He's crazy, man.
dude, I
Yeah,
like I like watching his videos because his takes. He's just
yeah.
there's something just. I mean, he hits you straight up. You don't hold anything back. He's so
Don't hold
crystal
nothing back, bro.
clear. I mean, whatever he's thinking, there's no filter. He just says it. It's
Yeah,
genuine. You know. I mean, you may not like the way he says certain things, but guess what? He's going to say it, and he
bro.
has.
He
He's in
said,
a position. Go ahead.
and he says it with like such a serious face,
Yeah,
bro. Like
I
so
know.
serious. But everything he says,
Like you
dude,
were
it's
tuning in,
funny, but
Scotty.
it's funny, but it makes sense, man. I mean,
It
I'm like,
does
God,
because
this
it's
dude,
real.
this
He's
dude,
he's preaching.
yeah,
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 that's why I like it.
yeah,
He ain't telling you no bullshit. He's telling you exactly the way it is. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine, but it
yeah.
doesn't make it any less true. and that's what I like. How sincere he is with everything that he says it, and he doesn't care if he's gonna ruffle feathers. He
Yep.
knows there's gonna a lot of
Yeah.
people ain't gonna like what he says, and he doesn't give a shit because this is the way
Yep.
it is. Te guste o no te guste. Punto.
Hey, I want to say saludos to Martin Rios here, Victoria. Mariachi right there, brother. One of the best
Oh,
mariachi.
there
Him
we
and his
go.
dad, man. They got a good mariachi group. If you're ever looking
Thank
for a
you for
band,
tuning in,
mariachi
Martin.
band, right here
Yes,
in
sir.
Victoria, man. Yep.
Well, one more time, quiero invitar a todo Monterrey, toda la raza de Monterrey al Corral el 4 de julio. Vamos a estar en 3 semanas completamente en vivo. El regreso, el gran regreso de Potente a Monterrey. Es un viaje larga, este, pero finalmente se va a hacer. Se presentará Juan P. Moreno, Tony Tigre Sainz, Potente, Rainbow Music y toda la buena raza y la raza mala, como dice Junior de Monterrey. Todos. Acompáñanos, raza, que va a ser un show tremendo, un espectáculo, un show que no se van a querer perder. Es el gran retorno de Potente. Regresamos con todos los éxitos que ustedes, la raza, hicieron éxitos en aquellos tiempos. Va a ser una noche llena de nostalgia. Acompáñanos, raza. Ladies and gentlemen, I also would like to let you know, tune in next week. We got a special guest, West Texas artist, Daniel Fantasma. I had the opportunity to produce his show on the Dina Madrid show earlier in the week. Very interesting musician. And we're going to bring him on. I asked him if he'd come on as a guest here in Puro Potente, and he was excited. He's got stories, Johnny, of when he met us in West Texas. So
West Texas.
guess what? Maybe you remember the show because I didn't, but he'll share that with us, and we'll feature some of his music and get to know a little bit about him and uh, the uh, the artists in West Texas are very son bien unidos. So they all
Yes.
help each other. So I think we're gonna get to learn a lot of the West Texas artists, Tejano artists, with
That
Daniel coming on next week. Yes, sir,
that's when
Johnny.
we
What's up?
went. That's when we went to Plainview, right? Para allá para Plainview y todo.
I don't know. He
Was
said,
it?
dude, I don't remember. He said a show, and I couldn't remember. But you have a memory like a damn elephant. You never forget anything. Tomorrow
Because I
afternoon, I'm
remember.
going to start learning Linda Morenita on my chord, and I'll post it. So, all
Okay.
right, we got it, brother. There you go. We're looking forward to that, Inés. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. And saludos, and what do you call it? Te deseamos la suerte. I'm sure if you ask Q to send you a video, if you don't know it,
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll do that for you.
Yeah. We'll
I
do it.
promise you. Johnny, any last words before we tune out here?
No, just say thank you, man, to everybody that's tuning in, and once again to Mr. Juan Mendoza and all the crew, Tejano TV. Thank you for once again giving us the opportunity. But everybody that tuned in, Mr. Bumper, gracias, man. Thank you, man. It means a lot for you to tune in, for us to be watching, and to everybody that all the comments and everything, gracias. And para la gente de Monterrey, once again, I vamos 3 more weeks, man. Con el favor de Dios, man, we'll be there and looking forward to it, man. And everybody, man, again, thank you for watching, and y'all have a good weekend, man. And happy Father's Day para todos los padrecitos out there.
Yes, let everybody have. I hope that everybody has a happy Father's Day. Uh, don't drink too much, Johnny. I don't think you're going to drink too much. I don't think I have to tell you that much. You haven't been drinking
Just
too
want
too
to say
much. So
happy Father's Day to my dad, Juan Rodriguez, man. Love you,
yes,
pops. Love you.
hey, a big Johnny. Yes, happy Father's Day. To all the fathers, that
Yeah.
you'll have a happy Father's Day and a safe Father's Day weekend. And Corpus Christi, if you need something to do Saturday night, go down and let's support my friend Rock and Roll James. My brother and I will be there. Johnny, I know you had some last minute plans that you're not going to be able to
Yeah.
make it there. So, but if anybody's in the Corpus Christi area, come down 8 o'clock, Mesquite Street. It's a pizza place. Join down there. Upstairs, you have the comedy, and Rock and Roll James is going to be doing his thing live, and we're going to be supporting him. And we'll probably be taking pictures with him when he sees us. He said he's going to wear the Potente shirt. So I'm going to take it and I'll say, hey, bro, ¿te la vas a poner o no?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, watch out, Anthony. That's little Ruben right there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, happy Father's Day to you too, buddy. Yeah,
There
that's
you
Ruben.
go. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. I
Vito,
appreciate it. Dito.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
No, so once again, Corpus Christi, if you're looking for something to do on Saturday night downtown, man, acompáñanos. We're gonna have a great time with Rock and Roll James. Next weekend, like I said, we're gonna have Daniel Fantasma. It's gonna be good. He's a very what do you call it? Very talented musician. He plays a lot of the instruments. He works with Jay Sterling, a very popular Tejano musician out in the West Texas area. So it's going to be good to get to catch up with them or get to know a little bit of how they roll in West Texas. It's a little bit different than over here. It's going to be a pleasure to have him on. And ladies and gentlemen, one more time, thank you for those of you who stuck around this long. We really appreciate it. Until next time, till next week, guys.